So the stage is set. This is, in fact, the third meeting in the FFA Cup between these two teams. And intriguingly, Adelaide have won the previous two. Both matches went to extra time, with the Reds emerging victorious on both occasions. Well, let's check out the 11 that took to the field against Newcastle here on Saturday. As expected, Luke Wilkshire returns at right back in place of Paolo Retre, and Adrian Mirzaevski starts for the first time since picking up an injury against Wellington on October the 5th. Now, the headline news for the Reds is that Johan Absalonsen, injured in that semi-final win against the Wanderers, hasn't made it, and therefore the 11 is unchanged from Gosford last Thursday. Isaias and Michael Morone, the two survivors from the Cup success 3 years ago. And again, Adelaide continuing their bright start, and Milojasnic has got away from Zullo here, in towards Matt Moore. Chance for Ryan Kitto! And Andrew Redmayne stood strong between the sticks for Sydney FC and prevented the opening goal.
Again, burning off Michael Zullo. Wiltshire couldn't really turn and prop and close the ball down as he needed, so he relied. Beautiful touch there from Matt Moore, actually. That's probably a little harsh on Lukey Wiltshire when you see the touch of Matt Moore. But Redmayne may be criticised for
Sydney FC, and there's a massive gap here, and Izzo has to come out and take preventative measures to deny Bobo. But goodness me, there were cows grazing in that area of the park.
But it's Moroni again, the number 2. He's drifted into the centre to double up on Milos Ninkovic, Simon. But it leaves that channel wide open. Excellent work from Paul Izzo, because that was danger time for Adelaide. This is going to require some sort of hammering on the weekend.
Here's Brosk. The channel opens up again. Milos Ninkovic surely must score. Does score. Opening goal in the FFA Cup final, and it is Milos Ninkovic for Sydney FC. He got the opener against the Jets here on Saturday, and he's repeated the trick tonight. And it's that failing once again. Same area of the pitch for the Reds.
Well, I mean, you could drive a fleet of B-doubles down the right fullback side of Adelaide United. Now, that's not to hang everything on Michael Moroni, but structurally they've opened up this part of the field, and Sydney have accepted. Crucially, cup final night. The best man in the competition, last year at least, Milos Ninkovic. He dances through. He waits till the Adelaide goalkeeper and defence are prone, and then he finds the...
Bobo onside, side netting. Jordi Bos was screaming for it in the centre and probably should have received it from the Brazilian.
Beautiful play from Sydney. Just Adelaide a little bit uncoordinated defensively. Boyce ripping it in with desperation, requisite desperation in the end from Adelaide to protect their goal.
Look how free Bos is in the centre.
As a bird.
Lante. Beautiful for Wiltshire. First time ball in towards Bross. Suggestion of a handball. Might come back for Bobo. It's blocked. Still alive. Adrian Mirzaevski. And it's into the arms of Paul Izzo. Adelaide's cut apart again by the diagonal this time against Adelaide United in their own penalty area. But certainly strikes the arm of Gulam.
I think what protects Ersan Gulam is his arm is tucked in. I don't know. It's a real case for a hand.
Zullo gets the head down. Dangerous ball in. Bobo, great stop, Izzo. Sydney threatening again, and Adrian Mirzaevski can't quite get the dip or the bend.
Just looking really dangerous, Sydney. Massive adjustments required from Adelaide United. Zullo with the penetration and not quite clearing their lines. Bobo reacted excellently, and there are too many times when, as they're setting up defensively, Simon, Jordan Elsie...
Back by Brillante, going to take this one. Then Caruccio or Daniel towards Alex Wilkinson, who to be the options way forward for the free kick. Adlon has got a hammer of a right foot. Caruccio on the turn. Wilkinson still power for the German. Or precision. Trying to put pressure on Adlon. Now Adelaide should be able to get out. Ryan Kitto. Redmayne's got the wall set. It is Ben Caruccio, and it thumps back off the bar. It's just not going right. Redmayne stood absolutely motionless, providing an equaliser for the Reds to restoring parity. A shot that thundered back off the bar.
Well, let's see how much heart Adelaide take from this quite wonderful free kick.
Again, by no
Groucho
means
was
one.
about to celebrate, wasn't it? And what a specky that would have been. Maybe Andrew Redmayne was focused.
One back by Isaias. Gulam. Adlong. Scoop forward for Matt Moore. Can't find his range for Kitto, but it's stolen by Ben Garuccio, and again the cross. Oh! Adelaide level on 67 minutes, and it is a beauty from Nikola Mileusnic. Top corner, Redmayne no chance, all square.
Well, this is the hurdle Adelaide had to overcome. When the moment came, an individual had to find a bit of inspiration and a bit of positivity. And with that recipe, Nikola Mileusnic finds the back of the net. It's a beautiful cup final goal. They don't come much better, to be frank. And Adelaide were on the canvas, and now they're square.
Well, he was the hat-trick hero against Heidelberg United in the earlier rounds of the Cup. Now that one, beautifully bent into the path of Matt Simon. Matt Simon, good save his own. That might have been the winner for the Sky Blues, but for the goalkeeper. Here's Carney still alive for the home team. Mizievski with a little scoop forward looking for Bobo. Held up by Morone and thrashed away.
Brought it down beautifully, the ball from Wiltshire. That's great work from Matty Simon. And a telling shot on goal, well dealt with.
Get away from Michael Morone. Just got a little stuck. Oh, weak clearance by Izzo. Nervy moments these for the Reds. Fired across to Carney, who chests it down. What about the cross? What a save by Izzo to deny Bobo at the far post. He had to gobble up an awful lot of ground to scamper across his line, and he did so brilliantly.
Well, Wiltshire again switching it, just never quite settled. Neither for Carney nor for Bobo. It hits and sticks. Then he has to get some power. Good touch this, good option from Carney. And great work from Izzo, it's true.
It's the better of Wiltshire. Still going, Mark Ocheng. And tapped just wide. Kerry McMorwood still alive for Mileusnic. Sydney stopped Ocheng. Oh, what a chance for the Reds to take the lead. And Mark Ocheng has blazed it, and he started the move in the first place.
Oh, Muttmore looks, he freezes. How did I miss that? Unaware that the ball hasn't gone out. Then the word is communicated. It's still game on. That was the first chance. Could have given Adelaide some breathing space. The lead, no less. And then Ocheng from about 8 yards.
Mizievski with the free kick. Lovely delivery. There is the goal. And potentially the winner by Bobo. Put on a dive by Mizievski, and the Brazilian buried it in front of the Cove.
But Adelaide seriously questioning whether there was a foul to be awarded in the first place. But that's for the post-mortem, because the referees awarded it. Mizievski has taken it. And the top scorer through Sydney's cup run to the final has nailed the header. It's brilliant from Bobo. It is such a good header from the Brazilian. Never mind the free kick from the pole. It's brilliantly lethal. Probably to win the cup final.
Well, it's his 8th goal of this FFA Cup campaign. Feet Zullo on one leg. Bobo, who scored the match-winning goal, finds the gap for Mizievski. And his tight legs can't find Brillante, but it doesn't matter. The full-time whistle goes, and Graham Arnold punches the air. Sydney FC complete the clean sweep of trophies in 2017 as they win the FFA Cup for the very first time. Bobo with the winner in the second period of extra time on a night that had a bit of everything, including a red card for Michael Morone. after he manhandled a ball boy, which sparked